The aim of the First Steps campaign is to ensure that every midwife, doctor, nurse and sonographer throughout the country knows that when they share the news that a little one or an adult or a teenager, whatever age, has an issue with a lower limb, that their first step is to call Steps.
Despite having access to all the medical databases, lots of friends who are doctors working in a hospital that specialised in hip dysplasia, everyone could tell me everything about the condition, about the operations and everything, but no one could tell me what it was like to actually be diagnosed, what that felt like, to have a problem with your hips that potentially is going to be with you the rest of your life.
The first thing I did was go on the internet, which was maybe not the best idea. Saw some spooky statistics and wasn't too comfortable, and then thankfully came across the Steps website, emailed in, phoned the helpline the next morning, and everyone, a member of staff who works at Steps, has been there for me ever since.
Steps is leading the First Steps campaign because we have a national network of parents built up over 33 years who've had the direct experience of clubfoot, hip dysplasia and lower limb deficiency. We've got award-winning publications, we've got an online forum, and we operate the national helpline for families affected by a lower limb condition.
The most important support you get from Steps is the emotional support. It's devastating news to know that there's something not right with your son, and the fact that also they're not really able to tell you what's wrong with them. That's even more devastating. And knowing that there is somebody out there that is able to support and tell you exactly what's going on with your son, that's the most important part.
It was like a massive weight just lifted off my shoulders, just to be able to talk to someone who I didn't have to explain how I felt because they just knew.
Family contact, it means exactly that. It is someone that you can talk to maybe take advice, maybe not just take advice, but just maybe sometimes to listen. You know, to know that you're not alone, to know that there is somebody else that has similar or shared experience.
It's that reassurance, knowing that someone at the end of all the treatment actually has a really fulfilling and good quality of life.
The First Steps campaign needs help from three groups of people. Firstly, campaign champions, individuals, whether they be parents or professionals, to represent every doctor's surgery, every hospital in the country, to be our point of contact, our ambassador, to make sure that all of the staff there know about the First Steps campaign. Secondly, we're looking for sponsors to help us to develop a website, online resources, new apps, all the ways that people are communicating these days, and to host events. And thirdly, the power of the media. We need help from journalists, from PR agencies. We want to make sure that parents aren't left in the dark. We want to make sure that they don't feel alone. And with over 20,000 youngsters born every year with either hip dysplasia, clubfoot or a lower limb deficiency, that's an awful lot of families for whom Steps can be a lifeline.